Dikakanyo dintle, good ideas, dikakanyo dintle. United States of America, Louisiana dig-out port. Hashtag Louisiana could be the biggest dig-out port internationally. What do you think? I think it's a great idea.
Louisiana has been an albatross around the neck of the United States forever. Its stats and reputation are better than Mississippi, but not by much. After New Orleans, really, what does this state have? Voodoo? They call it the sportsman's paradise, which is true to a degree. If you're big into fishing and hunting, absolutely. After that, what do they have? Whittling and avoiding the dentist? Since the 1990 census, the growth of Louisiana has gone down to single-digit percentage points. Prior to that, they had many years where they were 50, 60, 70% growth. And all of a sudden they dropped down to 6, 5, 7, and it looks like it's going to go lower. So why is that? Why aren't people moving to Louisiana anymore? The inward migration has slowed considerably since the 1980s. In a survey, we asked people in the process of moving to another state if they had ever considered Louisiana. If they said no, we asked them a follow-up question and gave them 32 reasons to choose from. And that's what today's video is about. Got it? Get it? Good. Let's take a look. Number 10, natural disasters. This one came up a lot. Louisiana is one of the most disaster-prone states in the country, and it's been hit hard by hurricanes, floods, and other natural disasters in recent years. In the summer of 2005, Hurricane Katrina hit New Orleans. That city still hasn't recovered. And
So maybe that's one of the reasons why they should just relocate it. It's pointless to stay in a state where it's disastrous. Just remove it. Make a dig-out port like here in South Africa in the city of Durban, which is the third biggest city, the major city also. They do have a harbour. It has been there from the 1900s, so now they are planning to make another harbour, the biggest harbour, will be bigger than the current one, at the old Durban International Airport, previously known as the BOTHA International Airport. So why not just remove Louisiana once and for all and make it a dig-out port? You don't have to remove everything at once. You can start gradually. Start right at the coastline, remove New Orleans, and then proceed. You can remove a quarter, you can remove half a quarter. At least you can point something. What do you think? I think it's a great idea. It's pointless to force issues. It might be a home, but once it's hard to stay there, you might as well think of other options.
Number 9, the economy sucks. The Pelican State has a weak economy and has been struggling to attract new businesses and jobs since forever. This has made it difficult for people to find good-paying jobs and scratch out a living in Louisiana without having to go down the bayou.
Even here in South Africa, we do have provinces which are so rural, underdeveloped. It's like they don't exist, but I do understand that before 1994, South Africa is a medium-sized country. It used to have 4 provinces: Natal, Orange Free State, Transvaal, and Cape Province. Cape Province from 1994, it has been 3 provinces: Western Cape, Eastern Cape, and Northern Cape. So more development was seen in other regions which were sidelined before. So how about you just remove Louisiana, make it a dig-out port, start gradually? Because if there are no jobs, people won't come, they'll keep living and going to other states. I personally think it's a great idea.
And every month, Louisiana stayed solid at about 19.5, 19.6. Number 8, quality of life. A lot of people picked quality of life. Now, quality of life has a lot of different stats that go into it, and some of them you'll see later on in this list. But the definition of quality of life is the standard of health, comfort, and happiness experienced by an individual or group. So it's basically a combination of all the stats where they put them together and they figure out what your chances of living a happy, healthy life are in.
That's why you might want to relocate to better states, even if it's neighboring states. But that one, just make it a dig-out port. Already Durban is the biggest harbour, has the biggest harbour in Africa, so the next harbour at the old Durban International Airport, the old BOTHA, will be even bigger.
Number 7, education. Louisiana seems to be the place where reading and writing go to die. According to different studies and area vibes, which gives them an F, Louisiana has some of the worst public schools in the country. This makes it difficult for children to get a good education, obviously, and it can discourage families from moving to the state because...
Even here in South Africa, we do have a province called the Eastern Cape, which was joined with Western Cape and Northern Cape before 1994. And children do struggle to go to school. Some work 3 hours. They don't even have transport. So Louisiana seems to be experiencing something of that nature where children struggle with schools. Relocate to other provinces. Start making it a dig-out port bit by bit. Remove the coastline, the city, and the closest towns. And then you proceed.
Number 6, crime. I'm surprised crime didn't show up later on in this list, like number 1 or 2, because Louisiana's got some serious crime. New Orleans has really bad crime. Shreveport has really bad crime. And Baton Rouge, the state capital, is one of the most dangerous cities in the United States.
It's pointless to live like a pet where you live in fear. If that's the case, rather relocate. Go to a safer place.
Number 5, the infrastructure sucks. Yeah, it kind of does. Let's just start with the basics. The roads in New Orleans and in Baton Rouge and pretty much everywhere else in the state, budget and weather are the enemy of the roads in Louisiana. I was just in New Orleans back in January, and if you just look down at the ground, you would think you're in a third world country. That's how bad the roads were. The bridges, and they got limited public transportation. Now, infrastructure also plays into how many schools, how many hospitals do they...
And here we are in a third world country, South Africa, but it seems like Louisiana is an American version of South Africa. So why not just remove it? Make the dig-out port. It's serving no purpose.
Number 4, healthcare. Yes, this is a concern for a lot of people. On most of these videos, healthcare always seems to pop up. Louisiana has some of the worst healthcare in the country. This can make it difficult for people to get...
In the old South Africa, during the apartheid era before 1994, black people used to stay in homelands, divided according to tribes. So they used to have problems like that. Some of them, especially in the Eastern Cape, they used to be the homeland, Transkei, Ciskei. So there were people who struggle to get to hospital, who struggle to get to clinics. So that's another reason why I think you should just remove it, make it a hub, dig out port. Start gradually, then people relocate.
Number 3, amenities. Yes, people say they don't have enough to do in Louisiana. Now, you have New Orleans, absolutely. But like I said at the beginning of this video, after that, what do you got? There's a lot of things going on in New Orleans, but, I mean, that is it. I'm sure if you live there, you know...
So there's pretty much no activity. So it's pretty much non-existent. It's like just adding the number. So why not just relocate, make it a hub instead? That's my opinion. I think it's a good idea.
Number 2, the politics. The politics of Louisiana are legendary. There's different organizations that make these lists, and I've done a couple of these videos, but almost every single one of them says Louisiana has a history and is probably the most corrupt political system of any of the states, Illinois being like a close second. A lot of people pick this.
Even in South Africa, for a lot of corruption, since the ANC ruled South Africa in 1994, there's been a lot of corruption, empty promises. So you wouldn't want to stay in a place where your life is at risk. You just don't care about it. They just care about positions and money. They don't deliver.
And number 1, the culture. Louisiana has a unique culture, but it can be different from what people are used to, and it really is. This makes it difficult for people to adjust to life in the state, and it can also lead to people moving away, which has been a problem. The culture in Louisiana is problem.
So that's why I think you should just make it a hub, make it a dig-out port, instead of living in fear, living where there's no activity, struggling. Just head into a dig-out port, because in the we see sheep every day. There are things that you cannot force. Once you have been defeated, look in a new direction. Here I stay in the city of DURBAN. We see sheep daily. The current DURBAN airport, King Shaka, it's 35 kilometers north of the city center. The old BOTHA International Airport was 20 kilometers south. It will be a dig-out port soon.